I have a bit that I'm working on not even that I'm working on that I'm conceptualizing. That's just the idea of
That's
it
a
is.
fun way to say.
I
You
think
don't have a premise.
Yeah, I have a premise. I don't have a joke.
Oh, okay.
Is that it shocks me that there's so much anti-Semitism in this world when Spider-Man is Jewish.
What?
Everyone loves Spider-Man.
That can't be true.
And Spider-Man is inferred to be Jewish.
How do you know that? Does
Because
he celebrate Christmas?
Yeah, dude, he's so frugal. No, he is.
He's
No. But
frugal.
he actually is supposed to, I think, be Jewish. Are we starting?
Yeah, I think we're on.
I mean, we're on, but I mean,
We're never not on.
We're
And look at this.
thumbs
Wait,
up.
hold on. I could see it on camera 6. Spider-Man Jewish?
It's really small.
It's really small.
The
They
crew
brought it
and
up.
cast by Spider-Man have declared him canonically Jewish.
What is canonically?
Like if something is canon, so it's like the truth in the fictional world.
Canon means the truth in a fictional world.
So if something is canon, it's like, let's say,
So
like Darth Vader being Luke Skywalker's father is canon.
Oh,
It
it's
is
not
the
like-
truth. But there's other things that are smaller than that could be canon. Like Spider-Man is Jewish, but they never really talk about it. But canonically, he is Jewish.
What if like a famous person makes a cameo in a movie, like Michael Jordan plays himself? Is that canon?
Then canonically, it could be that in that universe there is really Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
But also they could retcon it and not like, is that a word that you know what it is?
No.
So retcon means like after the fact you change something. If it's like you kill Iron Man and then his career's not going so great, so they wind up bringing back Tony Stark. You know what I mean? Like it's like that. Then it's like a retcon is like a fix or like a change later on
to a plot.
to something that has happened in a fictional universe. Yeah.
Oh,
Unfortunately, we have not yet learned how to retcon real life.
Yeah.
Because my parents would have gone back and just
they wouldn't have
never conceived me. And welcome to the
had you.
Pleasure Whale Podcast, everybody. We are so excited and happy to have you guys. My name is Harrison Scopes, and this is Chris Waitkiss. Thank you guys for tuning in, as always. We're so happy you're here. And we're excited to talk about a lot of things, including the fact that Spider-Man is Jewish, apparently. How's it going, everybody? You can't answer me, but I want to know. You're driving to work, fucking email us. Email us at thepleasurewhalepod@gmail.com if you have any questions or grievances or anything that you want to say to us.
If you are driving to work, please
wait until you get...
I was going to say the opposite.
Do it now.
I was going to say
it before.
Email us while you're driving on the
Yes.
405,
Yes.
preferably at a stoplight, but it doesn't have to.
If you're on the 101, wait till you get on the fucking interchange. Can I
Yes.
tell you something crazy that happened to me on that interchange?
Sure, I'd love to
I
hear about what you did on the interchange.
Yeah, no, I got... So when I was younger, I was like maybe 18 or 19. One of my buddies, it was like the first friend that I regularly smoked weed with.
Okay.
We were hanging out at my house, and we smoked a bunch of weed and ordered pizza and like watched movies, which is like our classic thing. And this was around the time that I was dating.
Your classic thing was smoke weed.
Well, the classic way to
eat
the
pizza and watch
classic
movies?
entrance.
How original.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody's doing
Not everybody's life has to always be original. All right.
Okay. I thought we were different.
The writers of my life look. There was a strike
You had
happening when they
scabs,
figured out how to write.
You definitely had
what I
scabs.
was doing when I was 17 smoking weed.
Yeah.
So I was dating my first girlfriend at the time, and we were kind of rocky, and it was at the point in the relationship where she was like, we never do anything, and I want to go out more, and blah, 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 right? And she called me, and she was like, Pretty Lights is doing a concert. Do you know who that is? It's like a DJ.
Yeah.
For free at Amoeba. We have to go.
At Amoeba?
Amoeba Music, the big music store that used to be in Hollywood.
Okay.
And
This is all very foreign to me.
she calls and she says that, and I'm like super stoned.
She says, I want to go to Pretty Lights.
Yeah.
You're stoned.
We're going tonight. I didn't want to, even though she was a huge stoner, I like didn't want to admit to her like that I was super high.
You were high
Yeah.
without her. That would
and
be
also
sacrilege.
just I didn't want her to be like, of course you are. This is the one time, right? You know?
Yeah, sure.
So my friend was like, are you going to go? You're really stoned. And I was like, I'll be fine. So I showered. I tried to like get ready, you know.
You tried to get ready.
I tried to like get ready and just kind of take a shower and just like work the high off and just, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
So I get in my car, pick up my girlfriend, and I thought that I was like good, right? And then like halfway to this concert, we're driving on the 101, and I realized, you know, I'm still pretty fucking high, you know, unfortunately, right?
Unfortunately.
Didn't want to be thought I was good, realized like I was not doing that good.
Uh-huh.
We get to the 101-405 interchange, and there's a gigantic boulder on the 101-405 interchange.
Big rock.
The Rock.
Dwayne
Even.
The
Yes.
Rock boulder.
DTRJ is on. So
Okay.
there's a gigantic rock, And I am like, holy shit, somebody.
How big are we talking?
We're
One
talking
lane, 2 lanes?
like a lane and a half, right? Or as far as
Meteorite.
As far as I perceived it, right? Meteor even, not even an ite, right?
Dude, straight up meteor.
Straight up meteor.
Yeah, got it. I don't think that's how ite works, by the way. I just saying.
All right. Well, sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
So
I could be wrong.
You probably are.
Yeah.
Right in, people. So so I'm on this interchange. I'm like, somebody's gonna die. Like, how is this here?
I was like, a big rock.
Yeah, gigantic. Yeah. So I called 911 while I'm driving.
Oh, Jesus.
And I'm so stoned.
Oh, man.
And I'm admitting here that I was driving under the influence of marijuana. Don't do that, everybody. It was a mistake.
Yeah. Well, this is not a PSA.
Yeah. Well, I mean, also it's just, don't do that. But
sure.
I mean, or do it, whatever. I don't really give a shit.
I never take the 101. Do whatever you want.
This isn't about the freeway choice. This is about not driving intoxicated. Anyway,
But if you're gonna do it,
I mean, if you're gonna do it, yeah, the 101 it's a pretty casual freeway. Anyway,
it's not.
Anyone listening to this not in California is like, if you reference the freeways, what is it? Saturday Night Live? You're fucking referencing that we're like the fucking California.
We should talk about Sepulveda next.
Yeah, we will. So. I call 911. I'm like, there's a boulder on the freeway. Okay. Someone's going to die. Like, you guys got to get somebody out here.
Yep.
Like,
did you stay with the boulder?
No, we passed it.
Of course.
So I make this phone call. We get to the concert, and we're standing in line.
Did you pass it on the slow lane or in the fast lane?
Fast lane, baby, always.
You go in the fast lane?
Always.
Okay, so you're high in the fast lane.
Yeah. Well, okay, we don't have to say it like that.
High in the fast lane.
Yes.
Put your blinker on.
Yeah.
Or, I'm sorry.
That Eagles song was written about me. Yeah, we were.
Life in the fast lane?
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Slowly make you lose your mind. So I was losing my mind.
Yes, okay.
So I get to the fucking venue, and her friend, we're in line, and her friends walk up to us, and they walk up behind us, and I'm still like, I can't believe it. They walk up behind me, and they go, hey, while you were driving over here, did you guys see that couch cushion on the freeway?
It's not a fucking boulder.
It never was a boulder.
How big is this couch cushion?
To my high ass, it was the biggest couch cushion in the
Ralphie
world.
Mays couch
yeah, dude.
cushion?
No, it really. This was the couch. It was just a couch. It was huge.
It was an
in my
entire
brain.
couch.
Well, no, it was a couch cushion.
Just one cushion.
But to my perception, so I just highly called 911. I would. If anyone listening,
I think you're the reason that the LAPD is wasting money.
Oh,
I think they're good cops.
The resource, yeah, no, dude, that day in 2013 is when the budget really started to take a serious decline. They're like the amount of fucking resources that we just wasted to stop the freeway.
Yeah,
so,
and you didn't even stay to find out.
No, I don't stick around, dude.
Were you driving?
Yeah,
yeah. What was your buddy in the car?
It's my girlfriend.
Your girlfriend was in the car?
I picked her up. She was the one that was like, I have to go to the concert. Oh. I pick her up. She was not looking at the road, so she didn't see it. So I was like, there was just a fucking... And then I'm like calling 911.
There was a boulder.
Yeah, there was a boulder. And then I get there, and then like 3 separate people mentioned, like, did you guys see that couch cushion? And I was just
what did
so
she think
mortified.
Of you? Yeah, was that the end of your relationship?
She thought it was hilarious. No, we broke up a little while after that. But I mean, if you're dating me for any extended period of time, you're probably pretty cool with me doing stupid things.
Oh, okay.
Like
so
it was like she thought it was funny.
Yeah, that's kind of,
yeah, she thought it was funny.
But you wasting taxpayer dollars was funny.
Yeah. I mean, she was.
Yeah, that's something.
She was real.
I mean,
we are working so hard for laughs from the booth today.
Only because
this is the first time we've had the air conditioning off, so their laughs might bleed through. So
right, well, it's intentional because the first 2 episodes, I don't know if you know, certified banger.
Yeah, awesome.
Every single one,
and all the laughs were so good, and we didn't pick up any of them.
We didn't pick any of them up.
Yeah. But now
we're doing this.
Now I'll do anything to get him to laugh throughout this episode.
Right, like tell a 8-minute story.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, there you go. I mean, whatever it takes.
No, it's a good story. It's a good story. Wow, man. That's unfortunate. So you were driving.
Yep.
And you got how was the concert?
Surprisingly good as far as DJs go. I mean, he remixed a lot of classic rock stuff that I really liked. So.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's a great segue.
Yes.
Did you cue that up? Was that on purpose?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it worked.
It does work. I'm driving in today to come do the pod, and I don't know, sometimes I just get emotional, a little caught up, and I'm like, I don't even want to take a trip down memory lane. I just want to be I want to listen to the songs that my dad showed me.
Oh yeah, that's
which
like
is
my whole entire life.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've developed my own taste.
I don't know if I did,
but you don't have your own. You just have. So. You're just.
I think I'm pure dad. I really am so dad to the core.
You just have your dad's taste.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have my own taste, but really 90%. No, 90%. I guess that's not true. Well, I don't want to hijack your.
No, it's good. What I was going to say is this, a lot of the things that he gave me are from his time, obviously, but it's a really eclectic group of songs and pieces of art. And I thought it would be interesting for us to talk a little bit about, like, I don't know, what our 5 best things that we got from our dad in terms of art are.
Oh, I would love to.
Yeah, and then maybe get a little bit into that, because I don't know if any of this is funny, but I feel
it's definitely not.
It's definitely
it's
not.
coming from you, so.
Yeah. Well, check out my special. It's available.
Yeah, dude. Chris Wake is a special. It's not rocket science. Available on YouTube.
Somebody at work started watching it at work today, and I was like, please turn that off.
That is like.
Please turn that off.
You know the feeling when you show somebody a YouTube video and you are just praying that they laugh, and like 30 seconds in, you're like, oh, this isn't funny in this scenario.
Yeah. Yep.
That feeling times 1,000 is how I would feel if I was in an office setting and somebody busted out my special.
Yeah. It doesn't help that the first line in my special is, you come to my mustache, or you come to my taping and grow that shit. And it's just like, and loud on the speakers, like my boss is, I don't know.
Right.
It was embarrassing.
I think of all the things you say in that special, saying the word shit loudly is not the worst introduction. It's not the worst. You could have started with, well, I don't want to, I'm not going to burn your bits.
The bits are burnt.
Well, we want them to be burned by people going to watch them.
Yeah, and please go do that. This is nothing more than a promotional plug.
Yeah, this whole podcast is just a way to get you guys to listen to our stand-up. Please, it's our dream.
Yeah, well, it's your dream. It's my reality.
I'm on the same shows you are, baby. Actually, I'm on better shows than you are. Yeah, if we're being real.
Yeah, if we're being real, you're doing better. Anyway, so I'm walking in. I'm listening, or I'm driving in. I'm listening to music. A couple of things that my dad put me on.
Yeah.
Really eclectic bunch of songs.
Okay.
And I feel like he was kind of trying to tell me something, not with the name, but with the genres.
Okay. Yeah.
First song,
Enya.
No, not Enya. That's not bad. Raspberry Beret by Prince.
Okay, that's great.
That's a great song. That's a hit.
Okay, so how old is your dad?
My dad is 61 or 2.
Okay, so this is going to make sense, because when I get to mine, my dad's a decade ahead. My dad's 71.
Okay, so you're going to have a bunch of shit from the 60s and 70s, and he has stuff from the 70s, 80s. Great. Raspberry Beret. So he starts out, I think Prince, very gender fluid. He's right. He's throttling. He's right.
I can already see. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Second song that he imparts onto me.
Yeah.
Karma Chameleon, Culture Club.
Okay.
Which is Boy George.
Yep.
Which is,
Yeah. I can already see your style being formed by your father's music taste.
Oh, my God. It's, And then
I knew there was a reason you had so many purple penis-shaped guitars at home.
That's actually from my love of Boy George.
Oh, yeah,
Believe it or not, it has nothing to do with Prince.
Chris isn't really into playing them. He just likes sticking them up his ass.
Yeah, well, I got an affinity for that when I was much younger.
Yeah, we know.
I decided to keep it going.
Yeah, when you were molested.
Yes, exactly. Let's make sure that my parents. Who am I kidding? My parents are not going to listen to this.
No.
I worry. So I'm like, I got to be careful about what I have to say.
Dude.
But
it's out there. We talk about this in front of hundreds of people all the time. Once a month, every month, tens of people. Yeah. Let's not put you down that much.
Well, you are doing better than me, but that's neither here nor there. Wicked was the third thing.
Like the Wicked soundtrack, like the
Wicked soundtrack.
Okay. Yes. Wait, that's actually one of the few plays I've gone to see, like a big production.
Great play.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Who can say that I have changed for the better?
I'm not in on this sing-along. I don't know it well enough, but I'm really proud of you.
Because I knew you.
Wow.
Because I
Speaking
knew
of
you.
Oddly colored, I don't know, purple Prince, green women.
Yes, oddly colored. Yeah, 100%. His favorite color is purple. My mom's favorite color is orange.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Not actually interesting at all.
Oh, well, then let's talk about something you want to
No, I don't. I want you to say, you said, you pimped me out to think of 5 things, so you only said 3.
I've done 3.
Yeah. I want 2 more out of you.
The next 2 are actually pretty easy. Walking on Broken Glass, Annie Lennox. Do you know that song?
No.
That's
I
a
probably
hit.
do, but I don't. I can't.
Check it. I think it's uplifting.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like female empowerment. Because see, that's the thing. We started gender fluid, and then we went gay, and he said, "No, let's go full woman."
Yeah. I really like. I like this a lot.
Female empowerment.
Yeah.
And then he, to cap it off, it's Electric Light Orchestra, which is an incredible band. There are funnier answers to this.
I was thinking we were going to get
to
to George Michael or something, but
no, I found him all on my own. Yeah,
fair.
Yeah, and then
you found him all on your own at a rest stop, at a beach bathroom. Is that what it was?
In a beach bathroom?
One of those. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Dude, beach bathrooms
When
are the
so
nastiest fucking bathrooms.
Not the place where I want to get jerked off.
No, yeah, correct.
But that better than nothing. if I had the choice between no getting jerked off ever or occasionally getting jerked off in a beach bathroom, I'm buying some flip-flops, maybe. I'm buying some shower shoes.
You're going. I'm never gonna be a shower shoe guy.
No.
And I honestly, I don't even like flip-flops that much.
Well, you got options besides the beach bathroom, but when you find yourself there.
When I don't find myself there.
Yeah.
I go in the ocean like a regular person.
I don't really like the beach that much, honestly.
Oh, that's that explains.
I
lot,
like the beach.
actually.
Like I like to go to the beach and walk on the. I like long walks on the beach. Not ironically,
do.
I really do.
I think it's ironic.
It's my favorite.
I think it's.
What's ironic about that?
It's just so cliche.
Yeah, it's cliche.
Yeah, and you are a big cliche.
I am very cliche. I would say. Yeah, I'm like a cartoon character.
I don't know.
But yeah, I don't really like. I just get all sandy. I just don't like sand in my crevasses.
Crevasse. Oh, I see what you did there. You put the emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Yes.
So I did that a lot. You want to be a good rapper? I'm sure you don't.
No.
But if you ever did,
I would take advice from someone who was successful, probably.
Sure, that's a choice that you can make, or finger guns. Sick. Well, I've got songs out. Please, Rick Clinton on SoundCloud. Check me out. Help make this hurt less. Please and thank you very much. This is your camera.
I know, I'm well aware.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna jump off a bridge, but all of my music is available for people to hear.
Yeah.
And if this is what I was gonna say is that if you want to be like an eclectic or considered good rapper, or at least one thing that you need to do is take advice from better rappers.
No, come on, give me your advice.
No, it's just, you should
mess with the pronunciation.
Yeah, you should bend
slant
and
rhyme
and flex words. Yes, in really colorful ways, and then that will make you more interesting.
So you're saying to be a good rapper, I need to be creative about my use of wordplay. Do you tell chefs not to burn their food too?
I mean, it's recommended.
Yeah.
I feel like I shouldn't have to say anything, but I will.
Yeah, I
if
know.
it comes up.
You want?
Fucking A, man.
All right, what my
this
dad,
hurts. You know what? This hurts. This almost hurts more than the last episode when you openly said that you hated my dog.
That's getting cut out.
We're cutting the entire thing out?
That's entirely, and this is now going to get cut out too.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
There's
Bring
not
it
even
back.
going to be one instance
I got
of
rid
like,
of it. No,
you don't like
you
my
were
dog.
so fucking weird about it that we're cutting all of it.
Damn it.
I mean, now I kind of want to keep this.
Now I feel like you should. Yeah, I think
Well,
you should keep it.
so listeners, if this makes it in,
Yeah.
I made fun of Chris's dog for being an asshole.
Yes.
He was
put
really
it on the Patreon.
Yeah, we can put it on the Patreon.
we can put it on the Patreon.
We can put that
Yeah,
segment on the
whatever.
Patreon. Well, it's worth noting because I felt really bad. And then so I went home and I told Sarah, I was like, well, I didn't feel that bad, but I did tell Sarah and she was like, oh, well, this is fucking bullshit. Blah, blah, blah. She got upset that you didn't like our dog. She had some words for you.
Oh, interesting. I mean, I'm just taking a comedic stance on the whole thing.
Yeah, sure. No, I get it. Do you want to know what she said?
Yeah.
She said, how dare you?
Oh my God.
Fun every time. And I'm going to find better ways every single time to do it.
Good one. Good job on
Was that
one.
good?
Yeah, that was good.
You enjoyed it?
Yep. All right.
How
dare you? All right. So,
all right. I can do it again. I can do it one more time this episode if you want.
So
Stop
the things
that dead in your tracks.
Yeah, you really
had a couple zingers.
Yeah, no,
I had to slow it down.
Chris is really proud of
Throttle
just
back
pumping
into
the
third.
brakes on the momentum of the podcast that we care so much about.
I think I care a lot, and I think that adds to it. Yep. Okay. There's a moment of silence.
Okay. So anyway,
for
the artistry that my dad turned me on.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah.
I
Give
feel
me
like
your 5.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull out 5 on no notice, but it's a general thing.
Give me 3.
Okay. So my love for the Beatles.
Mm-hmm.
My dad is obsessed with the Beatles.
Yep.
My dad is so obsessed with the Beatles that growing up, my family called my dad the 5th Beatle, as people do about people that are like huge Beatles fans, and I just thought he knew them.
Isn't there a 5th Beatle?
No, there's 4.
No, I know there's the 4.
Some people would say Pete Best, who was the drummer that was before Ringo, but then there's also the producers. So some people would say,
no, there's a guy that helped on the later albums. Doesn't matter.
Well,
okay,
there was
your dad's the 5th Beatle.
Yeah, so people would call him the 5th Beatle, and I'm named after George Harrison. I don't know if I already said that. I say that all the time.
I didn't know that.
You probably did. Are you being sarcastic?
I did not know
well,
that.
I am. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
And my earliest,
were just like, how weird can we make this person?
Yeah, no, they succeeded in making me weird by just raising me weird. But my first memories are my dad singing Magical Mystery Tour to me when I couldn't sleep, and just kind of like holding me and walking around the house.
What's on? What's the
It's
song
like
on?
magical. It's like Strawberry Fields, Fool on the Hill, Your Mother Should Know, Flying.
Your dad sang Strawberry Fields forever to you to fall asleep?
A lot of it, yeah. It is kind of weird and psychedelic, and probably explains why I have insomnia and very creepy dreams now.
Yeah.
But yeah,
and
Dad.
The meteorites on the highway?
Yeah, I know.
Oh my God.
But my dad definitely instilled the rock and roll love. My dad instilled like the love of the Beatles, and then I like jumped off of that to being super into like Zeppelin and the Stones and whatever. But that's where it all.
So if you were going to give me 5, you'd give me 5.
If I was going to give you 5, I would probably give you 5 Beatles like albums. Realistically,
entire albums.
I would give you the entire album. Yeah, I mean Abbey Road is my second favorite album of all time. My favorite album of all time, Layla and Other Assorted Love Songs by Derek and the Dominoes, Eric Clapton. It's a 1 album project.
yeah.
He pretty much wrote the whole album about being in love with George Harrison's wife when they were still together. It's like the whole thing is pretty much I'm in love with your fucking wife.
That's fucked.
I know. What a muse.
That's
inspired something, inspired Layla, inspired all these amazing songs.
Here's the thing. Well, unrelated to your story, we're going to get off your topic and on to something else that I just thought about, and I apologize.
That's fine.
We can talk more
No,
about
I'm
it.
okay with it.
Eric Clapton.
Yep.
Sarah and I have a song. Our song is an Eric Clapton song.
Tears in Heaven.
Which, yeah.
No, that's not your song.
We had our first dance to Tears in Heaven. Which you
You're
don't.
kidding me.
No, there was a guy. We were in Mexico.
You guys thought about this?
No, not at our wedding. The first time we danced together.
Oh, thank
we
God.
Were at
well, honestly, not thank God. I wish it was the wedding.
It would be really bad if it. But no, there's actually a video on my Instagram you can go back and watch. It's like you can kind of see that we're falling in love with each other. But it's really fucked up because it's like a Spanish. We're in Mexico. It's
You're
Spanish
you're
mariachi
falling
band
in love to a mariachi band singing about this guy's kid that fell out of a window.
Yeah, singing "Cause I Know I Won't Belong
Here in Heaven." Oh my God.
And that song is. I have a complicated relationship with that song.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Because it kind of like it's like death makes me hard kind of thing. You know what I mean? Because like,
yeah, I feel that. It's like me with the Family Guy theme song. Lost my virginity to that shit, dude. Thought about pussy every time Family Guy came on for years.
That all you see
is violence in movies and sex
in your house,
in my ex-girlfriend's bedroom, who I then called 911 on the freeway with.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
that's good.
Yep,
good improv. You sure you don't want my rapping advice?
I'm positive.
Because I fucking had it. All right, I do have to tell you something.
Okay.
The saga of my $995 haircut continues.
Oh wow, a follow-up.
Follow up. And I didn't want to bring it up, but
no, please. I'm glad you did.
So obviously we exchanged. I don't know how far I got into the story last time.
I think you completed the story.
We exchanged.
He gave you cash.
He
in
gave
the
me cash.
lot.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. So
for anyone that wasn't listening,
Yeah.
last week or whatever,
sum it up.
Chris got charged $995 for a haircut.
Correct.
And then to reimburse him, instead of charging back the card, they said, "Meet me in the parking lot," and they gave
me cash.
$1,000 in cash.
So yes, that's exactly what happened. So earlier in the day, before I got the money back, I was panicking, so I called in to my bank, Wells Fargo, and I was like, "Yo, you're gonna have to dispute this transaction. This is bad, right?" Kind of forgot about it. Didn't worry about it. A couple days later, the dispute goes through. They take the money out of the guy's account, so now he's out 2 G's. The $1,000.
Oh no!
He's out the $1,000 that he gave me in cash.
Yeah, which was a stupid decision to begin with. His fault.
Yep. And then he's out the additional $1,000 that came out of his.
Yeah.
His
all
other
of
accounts.
this.
Right.
Nothing that you need to feel bad about.
I do feel bad.
I know you do,
Well,
because
'cause
your
he-
general default emotion is feeling bad.
He has my phone number.
Yes,
And
he
so,
would.
So he called me at like 8:00 in the morning, and he's a Spanish guy, and I shouldn't.
Are you saying do the voice?
Yeah, I shouldn't.
I think you've had the foresight at this point to say you shouldn't.
I shouldn't do it.
Do you have your foreskin?
No, got taken from me.
Same.
What do you mean same?
Same.
Yeah, good. Well, so
What do you mean same? I mean same.
you're right. How much? It's
Not enough, brother.
It's never enough. Okay, so he's out 2 G's, and he calls me
Just frantically.
freaking out. He's like, I got no money for my bills. Like,
yeah,
that's not how
yeah.
he sounds. It's
Right.
I did that different than I wanted to.
Honestly, I think you doing it different than you wanted is better.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Yeah, so he's like, I don't have any money for my bills. You got to give me the cash back. And I really wanted to be like, no. It's just fucking wait until because I canceled the dispute. So I was like, just wait.
Because now what's going to happen if you gave him the cash back?
Yep.
Is the dispute's going to go away, and you're going to be charged now on the card again.
Yep. So what do you think happened?
You probably fucking went and gave him the money back.
So I gave him the cash back.
Of course you did.
And what happens
An
today?
hour today is it? Yeah. So now you're out 1,000 again.
Now I'm out 2,000. The same.
Not
yeah,
2,000. You're out 1,000. You
I'm
were
out
up.
1,000.
You were up 1,000.
I was up 1,000.
You
at
evened
one
it
point.
out, and then you got up, and now you're down again.
I'm out the 1,000, and I called him and I was like, "Hey, that money hit my account. I'm gonna need that cash back." Because I was like, "I'm gonna let you hold it." Basically, but once the money comes back, after the
wish-
dispute's canceled, I need the
I
money.
really
back.
mean this.
Yeah.
You should have called me.
Why?
Because you made the wrong decision, and you need a Jew in your life to tell you if somebody else makes a mistake, you don't need to be out $1,000 to rectify it.
That's a good point. So you're saying I should have just like
You should have been like, "Hey, man, I'm really sorry, but I already canceled the credit card thing. You're going to get the money back in a little bit.
but you're gonna have to wait.
And you're going to have to wait. And I'm sorry about your bills, but I'm not the one that charged me $1,000 for a haircut."
So that you know what? I kind of agree.
You should agree. It's the right thing to do. You shouldn't just be parking lot cash deals with this guy.
But the thing, he expressed. Here's the thing: I can handle, and I'm not saying I'm happy about it, but I can handle being out $1,000.
Right.
for a
It's not
couple
going
of
to
days.
bankrupt. It's not going to ruin your life. Maybe he can't.
He made it sound like
It was, the world
dire
is ending.
straits.
Right.
He was like, "Oh," but the thing is, he was like, "Oh, I got a festival this weekend." I was like, "I don't give a fuck that you have a music festival this weekend,
Jeez.
and that's the reason I need to give you $955 in cash." You know?
Crazy.
Anyway,
So now the saga continues.
the saga continues. I'm currently out 1,000.
Yeah.
And I need to get that money back. Come hell or
Do we
high
kill
water.
him?
No, we're not going to kill him, but
Okay. I'm just making sure that we're not planning on killing him.
we're definitely not. This is a comedy podcast.
Right. It would be kind of funny
if we killed
if
him.
we killed him. We'd have at least one really good episode. Like, a lot of people would listen to the next episode.
Yeah. Oh, like in the same way that like
And a lot of the same way a lot of people watch the OJ trial.
Yeah, or like the Paul brothers going into the Japanese forest.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm talking about?
Exploiting
the death of
someone.
Another person.
Yeah.
I like Sal. He's my hairdresser.
Right. Yeah, no, we love him.
We love our hairdresser.
We love him, but he's still.
But we're not gonna, so we're not gonna kill him. Although it would be fun to kind of noodle on some options
on how we would kill him.
Yes,
I think we should talk about it.
I don't know if this is the avenue that we want to go down for this podcast, but we can try.
You think people are gonna think we're serious?
No, nobody's gonna think we're serious.
We get the guy that shot Pac.
The what?
The guy that shot Pac, dude.
Oh, the guy that shot
Pac.
Pac.
Dude, we were like, hey, no, the other guy that just got arrested.
No, he didn't shoot him.
He was just in the car.
He was in the car.
Right, I can't get my Pac facts straight. I was really out of pocket with that one.
Out of pocket. Oh, I thought you threw it up. I was going to catch it.
No, you had your own gun. We're planning a murder. We both
throw it up.
This is going to be so interesting to people not watching.
Look at that.
The video.
What we did was, you remember like lean with it, rock with it?
I don't even know what you're referencing.
Snap your fingers, do your step.
All right.
Your
rap career, fucking leave it outside.
As I did that, I was like, I don't think I can come off any whiter than I just did.
No, dude, we're planning a murder. We're practically Mexican.
Now, I thought we'd be the whiter. Because murder is, well, there's murder and then there's like serial murder or planned murder.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
right. Yeah, sure. Serial and planned is a little more white. No.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. I don't know. Now I feel
I feel bad.
Why do you feel bad? Well, everyone kills, but it's like we think more about it.
If we were murdering and raping, definitely white. That's a white thing.
I disagree completely. Completely.
All right, we got to get off of this. This
was your idea.
I know. I do still want to plan his murder.
Okay. Yeah.
So the other day, I was getting ready for a show that was an important show.
Mm-hmm.
It was a warm-up show for a very important show. Mm-hmm. And my dad calls me, and he goes, I think I'm having a heart attack.
This does seem sad.
Yeah, but it turns out okay in the end.
Yeah.
He goes, I think I'm having a heart attack. And then he goes, I think I'm just going to drive myself to the hospital.
Cool.
And I
like that. No ambulance for you.
I know. I was like, you have insurance, but you feel good enough. My dad's 71, but very, very healthy for his age. He said he's been feeling this kind of weird feeling that he was having a couple times. And I was just like, well,
it was regret for having you?
Probably.
Okay.
It's been going on for 29 years. But realistically, I was like, I don't think you've been having like heart attacks.
Well, you never know. So
you never know. But he's had a lot of blood work done recently. Mm-hmm. He's very healthy. I think the odds that over the past couple weeks he's been having heart attacks, slim. So I was like, all right, drive yourself, whatever.
I don't think they're slim.
You don't think the odds are slim?
71?
He's very healthy.
Yeah, okay.
So
I'm just going to let you think that.
Yeah, until the next fucking episode when I'm like, okay. No.
Yeah.
We're not going to put that out there.
Yeah.
So he tells me all this. I was like, I just got done. So little backstory that some of you may have heard about is that I was home dog sitting, watching the dog, taking care of everything like a little bit prior to this. Mm-hmm. I had finally been done with that, living out of a suitcase, whatever, got back to my house, was just getting settled in.
In your parents' house?
I was living out of the suitcase at my parents' house, yeah. Right. Yeah. I'm back in my apartment. He calls me.
There was a fridge.
A fridge?
I'm just saying, it's like, the place.
Yeah, but it's still not like my shit isn't there.
Some of your shit is still there.
Old not trophies, anything useful.
Participation trophies.
Anyway, no, I never had any. I've never participated in anything.
An old bed of yours.
So he gives me this call. I'm immediately, because I lost my mom recently, so stressed. Just like, you are not allowed to fucking die yet. Like you, if one parent dies young, the other one has to live forever. Like that's just how it goes. Really? Yeah, that's I think also generally what happens is like one of them is like, well, I have freedom and I'm going to live forever.
I don't know. Somebody does a bit like that.
Do they?
Yeah, it might be Louis.
I think there is a bit about that. Yeah, it is Louis. Louis has a bit about how Louis's bit is that the shitty parent lives forever.
That's right.
And the one that you love dies.
Yes, the parent you really love dies, and the other one never fucking dies.
I luckily love both my parents. Both my parents, great. So I'm like so stressed trying to orchestrate like friends to take care of the dog while I go to these shows, blah, blah, blah. He goes to the hospital and he goes to the hospital complaining of chest pains, pain in his jaw, a lot of symptoms possibly of a heart attack. They do initial tests on him. They say, you're really healthy. This would be crazy if it was a heart attack. There's a little bit of your blood count was high on something that caused you to have AFib, irregular heartbeat, which isn't that big of a deal.
Atrial fibrillation.
Yeah, so he was feeling that. And usually when something like this happens, they let you go like maybe the next morning, whatever. But the fucking other hospital nearby is on strike. And so what should have been, Kaiser's on strike. Yes. My dad's at another hospital. What should have been like a short-term stay because he was okay turned into like, he was there for 3 days. Just stuck in the hospital.
3 days.
Yeah, 3 days and nights.
In the hospital for a heart attack.
That he didn't have.
Did you say that already?
Yeah, he does. Wow. He did not have a heart attack.
Yeah, so that's just
that's why there's no like sad ending to this. It's just that he had some AFib. He's okay.
There is a sad ending to this story.
Well, it's
to be $30,000 hotel stay
at the hospital that he was forced to stay there because they couldn't. I mean, he wasn't forced, but they were like, you really should stay for these tests.
Yeah, you don't even get it's ice chips. They don't give anything.
He actually said he got good food and a nice room.
He got good food in a nice room in the hospital?
Supposedly, yes.
How nice is a room in the hospital?
I mean, nicer than when my mom was in the hospital near the end.
Yep.
She got a room that was like luxury to the max.
Really?
She had a shower. Like it was meant that you could get a wheelchair in it, right? But she had a shower in this room that was like...
Always go for those rooms, by the way.
As big as my apartment.
Nice.
Yeah. So when you're like really dying, the hospital...
They're
like, all right. This might be one of your last days. Dude. They're like, you get 2 Jellos, and if you guys want to fuck in the shower one last time.
Damn.
Yeah.
That last part, that actually was kind of sad.
That would be sad.
Yeah. Well, just because like married sex is tired. And
married and dying sex.
Exactly. And if you think about
when I'm dying,
pretty much what we're all doing.
You bet I'm gonna fuck my wife in the hospital.
Really?
Probably.
Did you see this thing?
I'll probably be on so many painkillers that I'll be like, I can't come. I'm gonna be like, give me the narcotics.
Yeah, dude. I obviously want my wife to do whatever she wants to do with the childbirth, but I'm like hoping for a little natural action. If we can go all natural, that would be great.
That's crazy. I would be like, I hope you get the epidural and you're not in so much pain.
Yeah.
You wanted to have a natural birth? That's a weird thing to root for, I feel like.
I
guess, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that.
There's 2 reasons.
Okay.
One is legitimate and the other one is not good. The first legitimate reason is that apparently going through natural childbirth is a lot healthier for you. Yes, some things are going to happen, and yes, you're going to experience a ton of pain, but your body's not going to be inundated with drugs. You'll have a much shorter recovery time.
Okay.
Because your body will like kind of snap back.
Yeah, the quicker she can get back to work.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, the rent does not pay itself.
Yeah.
But so there's that. And there's also apparently it's like a really invigorating feeling, and then you talk about empowerment. This is like to the nines. Like we're fucking I am woman, hear me roar.
Yeah, you're saying we.
Her. And I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm present. The other reason that I'd like her to go through natural childbirth.
So she never wants to have more kids.
Well, that's a funny reason. This might be worse. My favorite comedy special of all time is Bill Cosby himself. And he does a natural childbirth joke that I would love to live out. That's it.
Yeah. Okay. I hope that's the only part of Cosby's life that you're trying to live out. But honestly, that's pretty unlike Cosby if you don't want her to take the drugs. So, honestly,
pretty funny.
Pretty
good. Nice.
I can support that.
This is a comedy podcast.
Some would say it's been a little less funny the last 20 minutes than sometimes. But the beginning of this episode was great.
Yeah, that was all you trashing me,
which is the funniest thing I do.
That's what people do.
So you don't want her to. Interesting. I think that's a really interesting take. What does she want? Because I feel like maybe that's the most important thing.
It is, and she doesn't. I think
she's gonna wait it out,
Yeah.
and then she's gonna be like, "Give me the fucking drugs," and they're gonna be like, "It's too late now," and she's gonna hate you forever.
That is, I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think
How long until baby?
February, so 4.5 months or so.
We gotta have the baby on the pod.
We shouldn't. We should put that on the Patreon. That's behind the paywall.
You gotta pay to see Chris's fucking baby.
Yeah, and my wife.
She's not invited.
How do you think? Where do you think where do you think babies come from?
Dude, this is our baby. Come on. She's our surrogate.
No.
Yeah, dude.
No.
They just blended our cum. We don't even know who's the real father.
I don't even want to go there.
Have you seen twins? If it comes out looking like Arnold, it's mine. If it's DeVito, it's yours.
I listened to a podcast with Arnold Schwarzenegger on it today.
It's the Conan one?
Yeah, it was
right?
Conan.
I
yeah.
love Arnold is my hero. He is my favorite person that has ever lived.
Really?
He is truly my hero. If I could meet one person, I've already met Paul McCartney, which was one of the coolest moments of my life.
That's cool, yeah.
Meeting Arnold would be the other one that I'm like so desperate to. I would just love to be like, you're my hero, man.
I feel bad that I'm like talking about a podcast on a podcast.
That's okay.
But when he was speaking, I was like, oh, I totally see why you won the governorship of California.
Oh, he's like so charismatic and like he's.
Oh yeah, and
he's like the number one living legend. I feel like in the world. I feel like he did it all.
Yeah.
Just. I mean, this is a very famous Bill Burr bit.
Okay.
Have you heard the bit?
I don't know the bit.
It's pretty much that just Schwarzenegger has been in the zone for 40 years, like nothing but net. These are Bill Burr's words. And then I think the punch to the whole bit is just, why wouldn't he think he can get away with fucking the maid?
He did.
He did. And until the kid got, dude, this is crazy.
Yeah.
So I used to work with a kid who grew up with Joseph Baina,
which is his
love child.
Yes.
And Pro Joe on Instagram, big fan. And this is so funny. Mm-hmm. He goes, when we were growing up, he had the best Schwarzenegger impression.
It's his dad.
And he would do it at school.
Yeah.
And the whole thing, while I knew this guy, came out. It all came out like when I started working at this place when I knew this kid, and he was like, this is so crazy. We knew that he knew him personally. That's why we thought that he had such a good impression, because we knew that they knew each other.
But we didn't know.
But we didn't know he was his fucking kid. Oh. And so I'm, of course, just dying laughing at like the idea of this kid that just looks like him in every single way, doing a perfect impression, and everybody being like, wow, he's so talented. Like, nobody connected the dots.
Oh, I thought that was like common knowledge.
No, it wasn't when
he was growing up?
He was growing up.
So
not at all.
Hidden for a
while?
While?
Super hidden.
Oh, that's terrible.
But super hidden, but still going around just crushing that impression. just destroying. And so my old coworker just had a very funny moment, like when we all found out and it all came out. Maybe I might be extrapolating that this came out while we were working together. I don't think that's true. I think this came out when we were much younger, but it still was after they had known each other. But when we talked about it, when we were working together, he was just kind of reflecting on how weird that was. He was like, weird. Oh, my friend just was his son?
Yeah. You know what's
crazy?
Sucks? I don't do a good impression of my dad.
My dad's not someone that you probably could do a great impression. I mean, a good impressionist would. No, I'm terrible at impressions. Yeah. Like, I can do voices and mess around the same as I think any comic or silly person. Yeah. But I don't think I've ever done an impression where I, like on stage, if I'm trying to do a voice or something, or like, for example, when you try to do your Mexican haircutter guy.
Yeah.
I never come out feeling good.
No, never.
I'm always like, oh, that was a mistake. I
think I got like one voice, and it doesn't really work for anything.
It's not even an impression. It's just a voice.
It's like
you have to do it now.
What's your fucking problem? Hey, that's
like a New York guy, like a forget about it kind of.
Yeah, but it's like also kind of Boston too.
So
no, apparently no. Okay. That's a big no from.
The studio is like, dude, you just sound like
that was horrendous.
It was so bad.
I'm more of a think guy.
Yeah, no, I had a hard time even humoring that. To be completely honest, you think you guys had it bad in the studio? Try sitting across from the worst impression that anyone's ever done. That's not even an impression.
It's
just a dialect or multiple combined. So
why don't you try something? I was gonna do an impression of my mother, and I was gonna be like, "Hey, take the fucking trash out," that's
my impression of your mother would be
like,
I'm gonna be absent and you can fuck my kid.
What? Oh no! She was present. She was
watching.
No, she wasn't there. No, she wasn't there. Mom, I'm really sorry about this. No, she it didn't happen in my house.
It usually doesn't.
So
actually, I guess it usually does.
Oh yeah, I guess it usually does.
So anyway, back to my dad being in the hospital. One of my takes on this.
Every single episode, this comes up.
Yeah. Well, it's you kind of.
It was my fault.
Yeah, this was your fault.
Yeah.
I have a joke. A lot of my jokes and general bits just in my life and even on stage are joking about how I want to be Italian, how I look and act, and everybody thinks and blah, 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 right?
Sure.
But the second my dad had this heart issue was the first time that I have been so glad that I'm not Italian.
Why?
Because, dude, when Italians have heart problems, they're fucking dead, dude. It's boom, Tony Soprano. You're out of here.
Yeah.
I think
Tony Soprano impression?
That wasn't an impression. I'm just referencing his existence.
I know.
I don't have an impression. I've never even watched The Sopranos.
Okay, but
I know Gandalf fucking died of a heart attack.
I feel like I'm James Gandolfini.
Yeah,
Gandalf.
Gandalf.
I feel it's not right. That's a guy from Tolkien.
Yeah, same
stories.
Thing. They know what I mean.
I'm out on a limb here, and I feel like you're not. Come on in, jump into the water. The water's fine. It's hot. It's 110.
Let's get to viewer questions, shall we?
Sure, we got some viewer questions.
You got a couple?
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. I have a few, and here's one. A lot of these, I'm not gonna lie to you. A lot of these came back gay.
It's a lot of just for the record, people listening.
Yep.
pleasurewhalepod@gmail.com. If you want to send in like a long, real question, something going on in your life, whatever. The questions that we're going to be doing from Chris, they came from him being like, do you want to ask me and Harrison anything on his Instagram story? So these are going to be with probably a lot of people being like, why do you guys like sucking each other's dicks so much?
Yeah, definitely not far off from that. But I'll start with one.
Okay.
And I think I already know the answer. This might take 2 seconds. Who's hairier between you and I?
Oh, me.
Yep. Agreed. Moving on. Okay. Here's another one. Who would win in a fight?
Me.
Disagree. You have a bad back.
I have a bad back. I would have more longer lasting repercussions. I would argue that I'm probably twice as strong as you are.
Disagree.
Okay.
I was a lineman in college. You want to have a fucking arm wrestle?
Yeah, sure.
My mental fortitude is telling me that it would be stronger to refuse.
That's fair.
Yeah. We can do it if you want, because now everyone's going to call me a pussy. This is not a good app for me. Okay.
I think it's safe to say maybe an even fight.
Whatever you want to tell yourself. Okay, here we go. Third question. Do you currently have all 10 toenails?
Yes.
I don't.
Are you for real?
I only have 9.
What toe? What happened? Genetic?
I just pick them.
Ew.
You don't. Okay, the pinky. I don't know how your pinky toe grows, but like my toenails they're just a little weird, and so sometimes they get kind of snaggy. So then I pop them off. Sometimes I only have 8. Is that weird? Is that weird? I don't.
Dude, I'm not saying this to be funny or have any sort of take. That's so fucking gross. That's so fucking gross. Don't.
I did not know that.
That's so fucking gross.
Why?
That's so gross.
What's gross about it?
I occasionally
First of all, it grows back. It grows back. Like if you were to lose this nail or whatever, you'd see some skin. You'd probably be able to get it cleaned, and then it'll grow back. And it'll be fresh.
Gross.
Wow.
Gross.
Okay.
You pick off multiple toenails? Disgusting.
If I mean, how do you do your toenails?
I clip them.
Oh, you clip them. I don't clip them. I like scrape them with my fingernails. I don't think there's any. What's so weird about this? Guys, call in.
This is gross.
Seriously?
Yes. This is gross. The booth is like they got the puke bucket out. This is gross.
Okay. Well, let's go with something.
Booth, can you weigh in on the level of grossness there?
No,
Pretty disturbing.
Pretty disturbing. The votes are in.
Shit. That is not good. I thought that was going to be real. Okay, you got something else?
Did you think that I was going to be like, well, me too? I pick my toenails off too? That's super gross.
I don't think it's. I just don't. I'm like, what's the problem? I'm doing my fucking impression again.
I know.
But it's my pinky toe is useless. It does apparently it's good for balance.
All right. On to a question.
Yep.
On to a viewer question.
Yep.
Sent to our email. Please, someone else. Dear Pleasure Whale.
That's us.
Friend of the pod here. I recently got a great job at a place that will really help my career. However, I am literally the only male in the workplace, surrounded by around 8 to 9 women at all times. Most of the time, individually, they are pretty nice to me. However, they are constantly complaining or talking shit about men or gossiping and talking shit about people, including each other, when one of them steps out of the room.
Okay.
I figure I am shit talked upon when I leave too. Fair assumption. The only way they communicate with each other is through passive aggressive shots at one another, just general pettiness, and they do all the classic mean girl shit.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the setup is an open, quote unquote, bullpen style workplace that I don't know what that means.
It just open office.
Okay, got it. It's like cubicles.
Yeah.
So I can't just tune out of this annoying and mean behavior.
Yep.
My question to you is, what advice do you have on surviving another year or so of this? Any funny ideas on how to make this more tolerable? Anything I should look out for? Please, whales, import some wisdom upon me.
Well, let me first of all, I love whales.
Yes.
But let me first say that he's already winning because the pettiest shit you could do is complain about your
complaints
coworkers
right into a podcast. Hey, I'll out petty you bitches. We're fucking sending this in.
Just send us their names.
Yeah, send us their name. Send us where you work, and we'll record individual messages. Well, okay. So
I'll follow all of them on Instagram.
Yeah,
and then
we'll tag them in the clip of this.
Yes, or find ways to if there's. Can you dislike a post? I'll
just ways to dislike.
Yeah.
So,
listen.
Well, okay. So I think first off.
Oh, blowhole. Oh, that's a blowhole.
It's a blowhole, dude. We got a blowhole.
My God.
I know. You called him a listener. That's a blowhole, baby.
We got a blowhole.
I would.
We're the whales.
I think honestly, being just in on the shit talk means they see you as an equal, right?
Yeah.
At least they're not shit talking.
Well, some of them.
It sounds to me like this is just a work environment. But what job have you ever had where everybody wasn't like talking shit behind each other's backs? I've never had a job where like workplace gossip and drama is like the thing that gets you to work.
Yeah. No, I mean,
what you're excited about when you're driving to work is like, oh, these two fucked. That's gonna be weird.
Nobody in my office is fucking.
Okay, well,
yeah, I work with mostly
maybe not
men.
fucking, but just office drama, workplace drama is great.
Yes, it is great, and
I would say lean into it and just be the fucking shoulder to cry on to every single one. Like, what did Jennifer do to you this week?
Yeah,
I would say just become the guy that they all want to tell their secrets to. Learn everything about all of them, and then none of them can really talk shit about you because they've already given you too much information.
Right.
Where now you are the keeper of the secrets, and you're the only guy too.
Do you think that's gonna happen?
I feel like it's already happening.
I think that he said they're all being nice to me individually, which to me insinuates.
Yeah. Oh, they're definitely
on.
probably talking shit about him.
Yeah, behind the back,
right. For sure.
And if they're not, are they hanging out outside of office?
Let me pull it up again.
Yeah.
No, I don't think they're hanging out outside the office.
How long has he been at this job?
Recently got the job. Only male in the workplace, surrounded by 9 women at all times.
How'd he get this job?
I don't know.
Who hired him? One of the girls?
I mean, I guess.
It's interesting. Does he trust the boss? Does the boss talk shit? We don't know.
I mean, don't engage, right? If you take the seat, take everything, give them nothing. Be a Spartan about it.
Give nothing.
Take from them everything, and give them nothing.
I've never seen the movie.
You've never seen 300?
No.
Oh my God, it's so good. It's so you're getting King Leonidas right here. Another impression. And I'm Greek, and way more muscular than you.
Yeah, well, disagree with that. Definitely hairier. Sure.
Yeah, my advice would be just play just take it all in. Play the shoulder to cry on card. Just learn everything you can, and then just be mutually assured destruction.
Yeah, my advice would be to get them all fired.
Just ruin your own job.
Yeah. No. Just them. No.
That's everyone, it sounds like. It sounds like the entirety of where he works.
It's 9 people.
9 people all.
Can you handle their casework? If so, try to figure out how to work without them.
Just sabotage everything.
Just become indispensable in a way that they could never be. And then they will be talking shit about you, but from their porches.
But you'll have all the power.
Exactly.
So what you're saying, paraphrased, is give them nothing and take from them.
And take from them.
Everything.
Yes. Yes. I think that's a valuable, that could be used in all life situations.
Guys, thank you for tuning into the Pleasure Bell podcast this week.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. We really appreciate it. I did not want to go out on a fucking
All right, give us something else.
I got nothing else.
All right, see, I figured. I was feeling it.
All right.
Thank you guys for tuning into the Pleasure Bell podcast.
Yes, we love it when you come here, blowholes.
We love it when the blowholes are here.
Yes.
Please write in any viewer questions you have, anything going on in your life. And should we go out on our classic whale noise?
Classic.
There we go.
Always
it's synchronized.
Good. Always good. Cool. Nice.
Love it. Air conditioning next time.